What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to share a couple of DC items with you. I'm a big fan of DC Comics, of course. You would know that, if you follow the channel regularly, you see I kind of go back and forth between Marvel and DC with my collectibles. But yeah, this is a DC focused video here. And I'm starting off with a Harley Quinn statue, which is pretty awesome looking. I really like the expression on her face there, the pose that she's in. The outfit is, I don't know, maybe a little bit too skimpy. I'm not a big fan of Harley Quinn being like overly sexualized. I know that's part of her character when it comes down to it, but I'm not super crazy about that, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, it still works overall though, and I definitely am a fan of the red, white, and black statues. So this says DC Direct on here. I used to collect the DC Collectible statues, and I may still get some of them, even though they're not necessarily produced anymore. But I mean, this looks like it fits right in with that line. The logo is the same. It is based on the artwork of an artist there, J. Scott Campbell. So I mean, just the packaging and everything about this really screams DC Collectibles. So maybe it's just a new name they got going on now. If you know any more about that, definitely let me know. But yeah, I thought this was a pretty cool looking statue. And even though I have a big Harley Quinn collection, that doesn't mean that I just grab up everything Harley Quinn. I am somewhat picky about it. So yeah, I don't buy all of the statues. I actually do have this one here though, but I have the black and white version, and I actually think it looks better black and white. I think this one looks less interesting with the red added in. That's just me personally. This version of Batman here, Bat Monster, it's interesting. It's not really something I would add into my collection though necessarily, but yeah, like I said, I will get this out in a moment, and it does say that this is numbered limited edition. I'm not sure how many pieces it is altogether. I guess it will say that probably on the bottom of the base once I get that out of box. So yeah, like I said, first Harley Quinn statue that really grabbed my attention in a while. Although I will say I've seen some other ones that are pretty cool, but they're just way out of my price range. Like with Sideshow Collectibles and Iron Studios, some of those they just get really expensive. The next item here, I saw this on sale at Target. It was 30% off, and I had already been considering picking this up anyway. I actually have two of the Batman figures from this line, and I shared those previously on the channel. But we have here the large size Riddler figure. This is a DC Multiverse figure, so of course, it's part of Todd McFarlane's line. But yeah, 30% off. I was like, yeah, I might as well go ahead and go for this. There is a detail I'll talk about once I actually get this out of the packaging, because I'm going to unbox this as well. And the packaging has just a little bit of damage on it anyway. I'm not really too worried about, keeping the box necessarily. But yeah, I think it is a pretty cool looking figure, and I definitely enjoyed the Batman. I've seen it 3 times at this point. I mean, it's on HBO Max, so it's easy to check it out. I probably will watch it again sometime soon. And that opening scene with the Riddler was just so well done. I really like the way that was handled, and I like the character overall. I think Paul Dano did a great job with the character. I know there's like memes going around and people saying silly stuff about the character online. I don't really get into all of that nonsense. I just appreciate the character being a great villain for the movie and being well acted. I think that is awesome. So yeah, like I said, I'll get him out in a moment. We'll take a look at the details, and I'll talk a little bit about the design of that there as well. There is another item here that I'm going to share with you all, but I'm going to keep this in box because honestly, I don't know where I'm going to put this just yet. I'm probably going to need some more shelving, and I'll find a spot for this, but I think it is pretty awesome, and I'm glad that I received it. Although I've had it sitting here for a couple weeks. You see, we have here the Batmobile based off the Batman, and I think it's a very cool Batmobile. They went with the muscle car, and they kept the design kind of simple, because this is a Batman that's just in his 2nd year of his career, so it actually made a lot of sense for them to do this the way they did. You see, it does come, of course, with a Batman figure in there, and it's die cast, so yeah, this has some heft to it. It definitely has some heft to it. And they got this circle cut out here, so you can actually press on the door, and you'll see the light up features with it. So yeah, there's lights there in the engine. Yeah, you can see the headlights there. That's very awesome. Got to get some of the dust off this packaging. And then let me do that again there. Okay, of course, the backlights there look really awesome as well, and around the engine. So this is very cool. I almost wish it had a blue flame going on there, like in the movie, but I don't know, that could end up looking kind of silly. But yeah, I'm very happy with this. Again, I think this is an awesome Batmobile. And yeah, I just got to find a spot for it though. This one, I almost thought I missed out on it because I saw it selling out, like pre-selling out very quickly. And then it got listed again on Entertainment Earth. That's where I picked it up from. I don't know if it's available right now. I think they have 2 other sizes of this, if I'm not mistaken. I know I've seen the really small one at Target. In fact, when I picked up this Riddler figure, they had the really small one, but I feel like there's a size in between the 2. Not 100% sure about that, but yeah, very happy to have this. Just got to figure out where I'm going to put it. Before I put Harley on her base, I do want to go ahead and show you here on the bottom of the base. We see that she is number 1,631 out of 2,754. That is a very interesting number. I wonder if there's some significance to it. If you know any significance to it, please share that in the comments. And I do like here how you have sort of that Spawn type logo again, you know, with representing McFarlane there. And let me go ahead and remove that. And of course, I have a couple of these figures in my collection, so this base looks very familiar to me here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the actual figure here before I even put her on the base still. I really do like the face sculpt. I feel like it's okay for Harley Quinn to have, you know, different designs, different face sculpts. It's just got to still feel like the character, and I think that this one does. I've seen another reveal of another statue that's about to release in the upcoming months, and to me, it just looks like somebody cosplaying as Harley Quinn. It doesn't really feel like Harley Quinn to me personally. You know, some people may feel different, but yeah, I just feel like there has to be that certain quality about the face where there's sort of an innocence, but a little bit of an evil, you know, that wicked side of her as well. I think this figure does that pretty well, and I do like the pose. Again, I think the outfit's a little bit too skimpy, a little bit too sexualized, but you know, it still works. I do like how the red and the black kind of fade into each other there. Really good paint job with this one. And there's a closer look at that face. Now, I will say the paint on the forehead there is not completely smooth, but it's not super noticeable there. Okay, it's better look at the outfit and the body sculpt there. The long socks there, of course, she has that on other figures. I mean, this outfit, I actually think I have another statue or 2 with this particular outfit. I don't know, it just feels different with the other ones though. But yeah, pretty cool figure altogether. Let's go ahead and get her on the base now. And it's funny, whenever I get these statues, they always end up looking smaller than I think they're going to be. But you know, it's still really high quality, great detail to it. I will say you do have to be careful with these because, I mean, you definitely don't want to drop this type of statue because it can get damaged easily. I mean, you know, for example, her finger sticking up there, if this were to get dropped, those probably could break pretty easily. So yeah, got to be careful with high quality statues. And I've seen it happen. Like I follow groups on Facebook where I see people getting like Sideshow Collectible statues and things show up broken and whatnot. It's really frustrating to even see that. I know it definitely frustrates the buyers, and it's tough to even see just as a fan of these characters, but it does happen sometimes, and it's just a risk you take with those high-end collectibles like that. So yeah, then here we have the Riddler, and I really do like this look. I think it's so accurate to the character. Love all the wrinkles and everything in the jacket. It just makes it look so natural. That's so well done. And I think they did a great outfit for him. Obviously, you know, this version of the Riddler is very much influenced by the Zodiac Killer, which was, you know, a bit risky for them to go with that as an inspiration. I mean, you know, there could have been some backlash to that, but I'm glad there wasn't, at least not from what I saw. You know, I haven't heard people kick up too much of a fuss about it. But yeah, really great detail to it. Of course, you can see the eyes there, those crazy eyes behind the lenses. And I love the way that Paul Dano played that very wide-eyed, you know, just dangerous look to him. He has, you know, his roll of duct tape there on his hip, and he also, of course, has the Carpenter tool. Now, I don't feel like they need a full other variant of this Riddler necessarily. I do kind of wish they had maybe an interchangeable hand where you could get a version of the Carpenter tool where it's actually bloody. And I just realized the tool is actually, I thought it was molded like to his hand, but no, it's actually separate. It feels like I could take this out of his hand if I wanted to. So yeah, that means, yeah, so really, instead of even another hand sculpt, it would have been cool if they just made another version of the tool that had blood splatter on it. I thought that would have been awesome. And let me check the packaging real quick. There was Nothing extra in there. Yeah, so it's interesting that they made the tool that way. And yeah, like I said, a blood splatter version would have been awesome as well. But yeah, this is a very cool figure. And again, at least at my Target, it was on sale right now. You might want to check your own Target, because in general, it seems like they have a lot of things on sale right now. So you might find some cool collectibles. Definitely remember to check like around the electronics counter. Sometimes they'll have collectibles over there, and check. They actually have, I didn't realize this for the longest time, that some Targets actually do have separate shelving just for discounted collectibles and toys and everything. So definitely make sure you look around, well, to try to find some good deals. But very happy with all three of these items, especially being a big DC fan. This figure here even comes with a collectible card like the other DC Multiverse figures. So I got some information on the back there, Edward Nashton, and I'll let you check that out. You can pause that and read that if you're interested in it. But nice little collectible card. I think that is awesome as well. But yeah, I want to hear from you all. What do you think about these particular items here? Are you going to add any of these into your own collection? Definitely let me know your thoughts about the Batman as well, because we've all had some time to kind of marinate on that movie and think about it some more. I'm still a big fan. I enjoyed it the first time I saw it. I still have a lot of love for the movie. Like I said, it's not perfect. I wasn't crazy about the Joker cameo, but the deleted Joker scene I thought was really well done. That was phenomenally done. So I have faith in that actor to play the Joker in a future movie. And I want to remind you all as well that I did do a podcast with my friend Collecting Plastic a while back on the Batman. So if you haven't checked that out ever, it's on the channel. You can check that out and give some feedback there. But yeah, thank you all so much though for taking the time to check this video out. I really do appreciate that. And I will talk to you all again real soon.